Joining me now by phone, I'd like to welcome in NewsNation political editor, as well as host of The Hill Sunday, Chris Stirewalt. Chris, thank you so much for your time. So many people reacting today to this news. I'd like you to weigh in. Why Tim Walz? What is he bringing to the ticket, and how could he possibly hurt the ticket?
Well, he's a very safe, very conventional choice. He is a low-profile figure in the Democratic Party, and he should be pleasing to most of the constituencies. He became a flashpoint for Bernie Sanders and progressive Democrats that Harris choose Walz. The downside with Walz is that the way that they handled the selection process was uncool. It was, well, how about this? As Tim Walz would say, it was weird. So they basically winnowed the field down to two candidates. One was Walz, and the other one was Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, where they're going to be unveiling the ticket tonight. And what happened over time was that moderate Democrats centered around Shapiro, who made sense, swing state, young governor, very popular in a state that Democrats have to win, and progressives went for Walz because of, Robert mentioned the George Floyd moment, and he had been popular with progressives in the House when he was there. Nancy Pelosi wanted Walz too. And what Harris ended up doing here is, yes, making a safe pick, but making a safe pick that will leave some in her party dissatisfied.
Right. I mean, and it may be impossible to satisfy everyone because, again, you do have the far contingents on both sides of the aisle. We know that Governor Walz is sometimes attacked for being too progressive, Chris. Let's listen to some of what he said recently on that.
The other day, got asked him, I'm a horrible progressive because our children eat breakfast and lunch in school. We just got to embrace the things that make this country great. Who's asking for health care to be taken away? Who's asking for birth control to be taken away? There's a conservative mantra that has been taken over. And these, I'm just going to say it, these weird ideas of, like J.D. Vance. Yeah. The only people that can vote and benefit are people with kids. And then their kids are going to get a vote or whatever. And we're going to do all this. It's ludicrous. And I think what's happened is the spell's been broken. And now we need to step into it with some positive ideas.
So over the next several weeks here, Chris, are we going to see a campaign that is really embracing the differences between the tickets, the differences in the choices for voters?
We have seen Kamala Harris resetting on a lot of fronts in her campaign, on fracking, on a mandatory gun buyback, on a variety of issues. We've seen Kamala Harris, who ran very progressive and left when she introduced herself to the country as a presidential candidate in 2019. So she's been working to reset those things and run more to the middle, which, of course, makes sense. So one way to look at the Walz pick is to say that she's throwing a bone to the Bernie Sanders wing, the Elizabeth Warren wing of her party. She's giving them what she wants there, and then they, in turn, will give her latitude to continue her reinvention, which is, of course, typical of what candidates traditionally do in a general election, that she'll have more latitude to move to the middle, and that people will forget about Tim Walz, because what usually happens with running mates is they have their moment, it's a big billboard, it affects the race, it affects people's perceptions, and then that figure fades over time. And I would imagine that's what Harris is hoping for here. Unity and a little bump within Democratic constituencies, and then he fades from the scene.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.